Welcome to Pull a Pin Already, a place where average veterans come share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But we promise you and give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate, and let's pull the pin already.
Booyah. Why did I say booyah again? What's up with that?
That's your new saying right now. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, it's one of those little things where you just kind of can't stand you do it, but you do it. You know what I mean? Like that. I say you know what I mean a lot. You notice that? I mean? I wonder if there's people, I wonder if Johnny's like that analytical in our show that he just like picks out our favorite quotes.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you will, because we're going to talk about some stuff today. We're going to talk about some headlines that everybody needs to know about. Yeah, that's a slight exaggeration. But we're going to talk about them from our perspective. And why is our perspective important?
You know, we're average veterans. We've been around the road and we know everything.
Yes, and we haven't read the article either, and we know you're too busy too, but we're going to tell you what to think, feel, and how to respond even sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go. Let's do this. All right. Ex-IRS contractor who leaked Trump tax returns sentenced to 5 years prison.
What if I worked at the IRS and I leaked your tax returns? What would happen to me? Would I be in trouble?
You should be, yeah.
All right, then. Good. Who cares?
Yeah, you should be. I mean, it's different, like, when everyone's watching your tax returns. Like, nobody's going to give a damn about Nate's tax returns.
No, but still, matter of fact is, I had access to this information of you, and I released it without authority. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I think they do have laws on the books. They have laws on the books for that, but I'm glad.
Well, we have laws on the books for a lot of things we don't follow in this country.
Well,
so.
Right, and a lot of people are above the law, so.
True.
But I'm glad. I'm actually surprised. That's why I thought we'd talk about this, because I'm surprised this actually happened. Because anything anti-Trump was usually celebrated. You know, you were usually immune if you were doing anything against Trump.
Maybe he was sentenced during Trump's regime.
Maybe, yeah, the dictator who got us into all those wars and all that stuff. who took away our democracy. You know, like when he took Joe Biden off the ballot, and when he tried to put Joe Biden in jail. And yeah, remember that? You remember that? Yeah, it didn't happen. Anyways, that's one of the things I was talking about, like with Trump too. You seen that case, that lady on the dude, I just don't know where these people come from. But was that crazy lady that sued him, and she's supposedly getting like $380 million or something from him?
$83 million.
Was it 83? I thought it was more now. Yeah. I thought it was a bigger number. But
million.
anyway, so
that's a big enough number. Jesus Lord.
Well, I mean, not for Trump, it's not, right?
I wish he would talk bad about me so I can sue him for $83 million. That'd be good.
But have you seen this lady? Have you seen the things that come out of her mouth?
No.
I mean, there is so much footage. She is a weird ass freak lady.
You can't say that. She's going to sue you.
Well, that's my opinion.
But
she sued him for sexual assault or something, right?
No, defamation.
Defamation? No, because he said she didn't do it. That was a defamation, because I think
the headline I saw on the news one time said defamation, and I believe what I see on TV, Jim.
Yeah, no, you might be right, but I think the defamation was because he denied that he did it. I don't know, dude. Whatever it is, it's a fake court. It's another, thing. And believe me, look, we're talking about people who are above the law, and Trump's not above the law either. Just because he's got money, power, influence, he's not above the law either. But come on, let's be real, dude. Go after people who've really done stuff. I mean, you got people in Congress. I saw one of those tweets again. I don't know what you call them, or those X's. What are they called now for the X?
Yeah,
X's?
I don't know. They can't be tweets anymore, right?
Right.
Not Twitter.
Well, I saw one of those again about they were naming off all the crimes in an organization. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. They're like, these many people charged with sexual assault. These many people declared bankruptcy with business.
Oh, it was Congress.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Congress. Yeah.
There's like, you got 500 employees, and this is all the crooks in Congress. Crooks. Some of them.
Get rid of them. This is your Congress.
Right, but here's the dilemma, and I thought about this too. But like, so let's just say you took all the crooks out of Congress. What people would want to be in Congress? There's a reason that there's crooks in Congress, because crooks are attracted to that. Look at what's her face? Who's little Minnie Clinton? Who's Minnie Hillary? Nikki Haley. Look at Nikki Clinton. Look at her. Like, she flip-flopped. She went, I will never run with Trump. And all of a sudden, oh, yeah, war. Like, she has changed her position so many times right now.
Isn't that who you're voting for?
Who? Nikki Clinton? No. I'm going to vote for Michael Obama. But the point I'm getting at is...
Say that does not provide anything to the divide that's already in this country. You're just making more division in this country by talking like that, Jim. Come on, let's bring the
I
divide.
thought he was running.
Let's bring the divide together. Come on.
I thought he was running. Michael's not running?
I don't know who the hell Michael is.
Oh. Anyways, back to the subject. So I don't know what we're talking about. Let's just go to the next one.
Okay.
But if we want the accurate information, we'll go to Snopes, right? Because Snopes reverses fact check, denying Biden wore construction hard hat backwards after being mocked into oblivion. Did you see this?
No, that's so stupid to begin with.
No. Well, but this is actually important when you think about it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna argue both sides.
Oh,
here.
was he on a construction site and then was trying to do whatever the president's
He
do
had
there,
the hat on.
and he had on backwards?
No. But see, he had the hat on, and the brim was up front, but then the support thing that tightens it was here.
Yeah.
So clearly, the way the helmet was modified, he had it on backwards. The way the helmet should have been would have been the right way. So he went with the brim instead of the tightener. Every other helmet has a brim up front for a reason. Probably protects your eyes from anything, coming down. But apparently this dude had put his brim in the back, wore it like a, I guess he thought he was cool and had
Backwards,
thing
backwards baseball cap.
Right. So that's why technically he wore it backwards according to the tightener, but frontward according to what we would expect a helmet to look like. So this is where Snopes got in trouble. But the problem I had with this whole Snopes thing is they literally flip-flopping back and forth based on people's input. Aren't you a fact checker? Like, could you not have just explained exactly what I just said? Hey, look, the strap was on the back, but it's obviously in the wrong side of the helmet because I fact-checked the manufacturer's hat, and they don't come like that. Like, are you a fact checker? This is why you can't trust these morons. Like, literally, dude, if I hired you to be a fact checker and all you did was surf Facebook and say, oh, well, this many people said it's this way, this many people, you're not checking facts, moron.
So who was mocked into oblivion, Snoops or Biden?
No, Snopes was mocked.
Oh, okay.
Well, Biden was mocked too. Like, look, they go hand in hand. The point is Biden looked like a moron.
Isn't it
with
Snoops? Like it's Snoopy, Snoops?
Snopes.
Snoops.
No, it's not Snoops. Snopes.
We gotta get a dictionary out, find where the long O is and the short O. Snoop. It's Snoop.
Right. I don't think it's Snoops. But so Biden was mocked because you can clearly see the tightener, which is supposed to be on the back, was in front. And for all we know, it could have been a gaffe. It could have been a gaffe, or it could have been a funny thing he was doing, because I would do something like that just for a laugh.
Or the guy set him up for failure.
Right. Could have been that too. Because they could have been laughing about it. He's like, oh, why don't you wear my hat? Like, it could have been any of that. The point I'm getting at is none of that really matters. I don't really care if he has his hat on backwards or not. The point is, what I'm trying to drive home is this is why you don't trust people in Snopes. It's just that simple.
Snoops.
You fact check. You don't take people's opinions or listen to the people complaining. If you're that stupid that you can't look up the manufacturer of the helmet and know the strap's supposed to be this way, that way, then you don't deserve to work there. But then again, maybe an affirmative action hire. Affirmative action hire, who knows? Maybe not qualified.
Biden or the Snoops person?
Both.
Oh.
Biden. Well, Biden ain't real. It's Barack Hussein Obama. All right. Here's another. Ilhan Omar slammed for comments about being in Congress to represent Somalia. Again, in your face.
Still there. Hasn't been kicked out.
In your face. Hey, I'm not really here for America. Elect me.
Pro hummus.
But
hummus, as I call them. I like to call them hummus.
Hummus, yeah. Hummus dips. So think about this, okay? Here's the dynamic that people aren't looking at, right? So if I were to tell you, why is Ilhan Omar elected? Why has she even got that position?
Because her people wanted her in.
Right. And who are those people?
Somalians.
Right. So this is what happens.
I made that up by this headline.
You're right. It's a dominant Islamic territory, and it's not the religious part. But this is my point. People who do not, what's the word I'm looking for? Integrate. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not integrate.
Acclimate
People who come to this country and do not assimilate to our ways are not of this country. You are of your country living in our country. The purpose of migrating to another country is to assimilate to their ways, not to get them to cater to you. So you let all these people in, and I'm not going to sit here and say Muslims are bad, Somalis are bad. I'm not playing that stupid game. But Somalis and Muslims are not what this country is founded on, not their beliefs.
We are
So
a
if you
melting
don't,
pot, Jim. We are a melting pot of everything.
no, we're not.
Oh,
So we're not. Ask the founding fathers. We are a
they're not-
melting pot
I
of people who
can't,
want to
they're dead.
assimilate. We're a melting pot to allow people to come in who want to assimilate to our way of life, our constitution, our constitutional republic. That's what we are. We're not a melting pot of people who get to identify this place what they want it to be. No, it already has an identity. You assimilate. And this is the problem. This is the problem with what we're having at the border. It's the problem with what we're having immigration, period. Look, I'm all for it. Let people come in. If they want to assimilate and be part of our country, not come in and change it to their country, let them come in.
Let my people go.
But so this is what you got. This is real world how it plays out when you let that happen. You have a whole population of people who don't give a damn about the country, don't care about our way of life. They want it their way on our land, and that's what happens.
And she's
people
still
always-
allowed to stay in Congress.
Yes. Yes, but I mean the system let that, right? Because it's not even her. Because what's going to happen now if all of New York is run by, communist immigrants, illegal immigrants, and they let them vote? Who do you think their representative is going to be? It's going to be a communist immigrant that, like who do you think it's going to be? So if the founding fathers knew this was going to happen, they probably did. They put things into place like borders and stuff like that, and processes to allow people to come in.
Did we have a southern border back in 1776?
I don't know, dude. I don't know when they did decide to put up border patrol. But this is a result. This is a real world result that you can see how it's happened. Yep. And we did it. We let it happen.
I'm gonna let this happen.
So let's go to a much lighter subject. Pro-Palestinian federal workers plan hunger strike. You heard what I just said, right? Pro-Palestinian federal workers plan hunger strike. What did I just say about allowing immigrants into the country who don't assimilate? You're not only allowing them in the country, you're putting these damn people in federal jobs. And as you just saw Ilhan Omar, you put them in leadership.
I'll take their food.
Sure. Well, we're welcome to all that stuff.
I'm not gonna let the food go to waste. I can let them go to waste. That's true. If you
Yeah.
be a hunger strike, what are you gonna do? You're only hurting yourself, dumbass. You're not fixing anything. Idiots. Hunger strike.
I think we talked about that with the
That's the
climate
stupidest thing.
control
You know,
stuff, right?
I'm gonna go on a thirsty strike. I mean,
It's the dumbest way to protest, right?
yeah.
Let me hurt myself to show you that you need to change.
And my thirsty strike's over now.
Right? Good idea. Yeah, I'll drink to that too. Here.
I couldn't last long on my thirsty strike.
Hold on. Let me look at these federal workers in the eye and tell them something really important.
While you're eating.
This stuff is good, man. It's not good for me, but it's good.
But it's good.
Yep. And you know what? I forgot what you were protesting.
So if you're, like you say, if you're pro-Palestinian, you're pro-Hamas, right?
Pro-Hamas, not Hamas.
Pro-Hamas.
I'm pro-Hamas, not Hamas. But either way, my point being, why are these people in the federal government? Why in the federal government if they're going to go protest for a specific cause? I thought you were supposed to be neutral in the federal government. I thought you, as a federal, employee or anybody worked in, even in the military, we weren't allowed to pick sides. We can have our opinions on our own and on our offside. They didn't have to, control or silence our opinions. But to protest or to go on a strike over what? Quit, dude. Quit your job. Go find a real job.
Go over and fight for Palestine.
But they're not going to. Why? Because most of the government people, I'm not going to exclude you, get paid a lot of money to do crap. Do nothing. I've seen it. I've been there.
Yeah, you used to be a government employee yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, except for the military. I think the military is underpaid.
When you look at the money, when you add in your free health care, your free housing, your free electricity.
What's the standard of that health care? What's the standard of that housing?
That's not what we're comparing.
Yes, well, we are, because if you're going to do free healthcare, you need to evaluate the cost of that healthcare. And it ain't a whole lot.
When you get free food,
Okay, evaluate that food. It comes in a package. What does it cost? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, if you're gonna, you can do those evaluations, and I do agree that that does compensate you some. I mean, that's good. It's nice to have that, but in the end, you're giving the ultimate sacrifice for
you get a
for
box room.
MREs.
You get a box room to share with another person. Yeah, that's good housing.
Sometimes 3 other people.
Yeah, or a tent, or yeah, thanks.
Right, right. So yeah, at the end of the day, man, I'm tired of these people. I mean, our standards dropped so far; it doesn't matter what we do anymore. And you know what? Even my kids made me realize, I'm just an old man that's going to retire. And with me and my generation is going to be a standard that'll probably never come back until they really, really have hard times. That's what I think. Because these kids have it too easy. Anything they do, dude. I mean, I had a buddy tell me the other day, he said, yeah, up in my town, the internet went out for like 2 days. He said all the businesses can only take cash and all this stuff. And I was like, what about the kids? Oh, yeah, they can't handle it. Schools couldn't handle it. The internet going out. Did you hear what I just said? The internet went out.
We didn't have that
shut
back
down
when I was in school.
Well, we didn't, right?
No, we didn't.
And people didn't freak out and panic, and the world wasn't over. But now we're so reliant on it, and these people know nothing else that you ask them a question, they wouldn't even know how to find the answer without their cell phone and internet. They wouldn't even know how to find the answer.
My kids are only in elementary school. Oh, you got high school kids.
Yep.
Do they have any books? A math book, an English book, a history book, or is it all on computer?
No, they do give them laptops, but they do have some books on hand.
Do they? Okay.
I don't think they issue books, but they have them on hand. They keep them in the classroom or something like that.
I used to have 7 books, one for every damn class I was in.
Oh, you bet my book bag weighed a ton.
I had 2 book bags, one for the morning session and one for the afternoon session.
I tried to leave as much in the locker as I could.
I switched book bags at lunchtime.
Yep, crazy, right? And then you had to bring them both home because you had this thing called homework.
Well, they still have homework.
It's crazy, dude. But you know what? With this generation's problems, we need this generation's solutions. So
yeah, well, eat up so you don't have a problem, and don't make yourself be hungry.
Go starve yourself to death for some cause you don't really even believe in yourself. Good for you. Have a good day. Have a great day. Go starve. I'm going to get off this episode and go eat some more so that you pro-Palestinian government workers don't have to worry about it. I will take care of the excess food. But I will tell you, you might lose a little weight, and that's good. Probably a healthy thing.
I'm trying.
Probably fat from sitting behind a desk, right?
And my thirst hunger's over again.
Yep, there you go. Your thirst hunger didn't even last long. But I appreciate your support. I'm going to go on a hunger for this show. No, I'm not.
Until we get one more viewer, I'm going to be on a hunger strike.
Right?
Christine, Johnny, quick, get somebody.
Yeah, Johnny, call a friend. Christine,
we're on a hunger.
Friends. Come on.
We're on a hunger strike until you guys find one more viewer.
Until we have 3 regular viewers, we are not going to produce any more content. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, that's so stupid. Like, you're punishing other people. Like, I don't know, dude. What?
Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Yes, thank you for being here, Nate. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, donate, comment, do all the stuff you want to do, but just don't starve yourself because of our show. That's stupid. But until then, if you do, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.